Hello fellow guitarists, Mike B here. In this lesson we're going to be using the exact same progression, but we're going to be adding two things. We're going to be adding ninth chords and approach chords. So first, how about we talk about ninth chords? So a ninth chord on the guitar is one note added to your seventh chord. If a seventh chord is a 4-note chord, a ninth chord is technically a 5-note chord, but because we only have 4 fingers on the guitar, we're not going to be playing all 5 notes. We're going to just be playing the ones that are really important. So the first chord, the A7, we're going to play as an A9. Now anytime you're in a blues or jazz situation and you see 7, it doesn't mean you just have to play 7. That means you can play 9 or 13 on top of a lot of other different kinds of chords. But for now, we're just going to stick it to that means you can play a 9 or a 13. We'll talk about 13 chords later. For now, let's just talk about ninth chords because they're really the important ones. In the blues, people use ninth chords all the time. So an A ninth chord is going to look like this. It's an A dominant ninth. So we got second finger on the root, 5th fret, third finger on the 5th fret of the D string, first finger on the 4th fret of the G, and pinky on the 5th fret of the B. So that is our A9 right there. Now our D9 is going to look like this. It's going to be right on 5th fret of the A string. It's going to look like this chord. You might have seen this one before. It's pretty common. So we have second finger on the root, first finger on the 3rd, which is 4th fret of the D string, and we have our third finger on the flat 7, which will be our 5th fret of the G string, mind you, and our pinky on the 5th fret of the B string. All right, so that's our D ninth chord. You can also bar your pinky over the high E string as well. So those are your first 2 ninth chords, and then if we want to do an E9, all we have to do is move this D9 shape up 2 frets, D, D sharp, E. So those are ninth chords. So how about we play through this 12-bar blues one time, nice and slow with ninth chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Sound way bluesier. 1, 2. Here comes D9. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And 1, 2 and 3. Here comes E9. 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are our ninth chords. The next thing we're going to talk about in this lesson are approach chords. Now, approach chords are when you slide a chord from either 1 fret down or 1 fret up into key. So, for example, if I was going to approach my A9, I'd go. As long as you land on the A9 right on the downbeat of that bar, you're totally allowed to just do this wrong chord, and it's going to make it sound great. So the most common